Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your weekly tarot reading for the week of November 20th through the 26th. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention before we start, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below. If you guys are interested, feel free to book me there. But with that all being said, Capricorn, welcome in. And let's see what's going on for you guys. Coming on into this week, what do we got in store here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Zodiac, coming into the week here of the 20th through the 26th. What is showing up here for our Capricorn peeps at this time? Starting out here with the overall energy, we have here the Four of Pentacles. Taking a look here at the current energy, the Nine of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. Death card coming into play for you. Taking a look here at the outcome, we have here the Eight of Swords in the upright position as well. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. I mean, first things first, we start out here with the Four of Pentacles. So this is a card here representing, holding on to something that you may find valuable at this time. It can also represent, though, going a bit inwards, going into recluse, having a look at what you're dealing with. Kind of another card that represents going into recluse here. We have here the Nine of Wands. So I feel like I'm hearing safety net show up. So it's like you're thinking about something that's safe, or you're playing something safe here, Capricorn, this week. I think that you're trying to avoid risk at this time. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Death card representing change. So it does feel that it's hard to feel safe when there is change happening, but the change is accompanied with uncertainty of where the future is going to be. So I think that by you being in a less secure place here this week, it can have you inside your head, looking at the outcome here, Eight of Swords. This could be worries, this could be fears, this could be the energy of overthinking, but I think that due to the nature of not really knowing what's coming next and venturing into the unknown here, having that lack of security seems to be what's really worrisome coming on into the week here of the 20th. Now, let's have a look here and see if we can get an example here of what might be shifting or changing. So tell me about the Death card. What is this uncertain change? What do we have? We have here the Knight of Cups. There could be changes in the relationships that you're dealing with, whether they be romantic or platonic. You might be noticing that there's uncertainty that lies there. Maybe you don't know where you stand with somebody in love. You don't know where you stand in a friendship. You don't know where you stand with family. So that uncertainty, I think, can be causing a little bit of worry coming on into the week. Is there any other information we have here about this uncertain change? We also have here the World card, and we have here the Queen of Pentacles. So prioritization, priorities, I feel, are uncertain at this time. I also think that whether something's ending or something new is beginning, or if there's a refresh, is kind of what's uncertain here too. So I think the major thing I'm seeing here is that you don't really know where you stand. You don't know where you stand with someone, or maybe it's your career, or maybe it's anything else in your own personal area of life. And that lack of knowledge, I guess, if you will, or that lack of security is what's really freaking you out. It's like, I want to know what I should be doing, what I should be prioritizing, what I should be focused on. And right now I'm at a point where I don't know what my path is and where things are going. And I hate that energy because I feel like I don't know what to do and I want to do something. You want to be in action, but it feels like you just can't be. So I can understand your frustration, Situations like that are definitely not easy when it's like, I want to do something about this, but I don't know what the heck to do, is always one of the most frustrating things to experience. So let's have a look and see what's showing up here in your challenge position. What's coming in here for the challenge for Capricorn? Coming on in here to the week of the 20th. What do we got here for the challenge? And that's going to be the Nine of Swords. Being able to think clearly, to see clearly, to kind of understand what you should be doing. I think that right now the challenge is to kind of maintain your composure because you're freaking out a little bit, Capricorn, is what I'm hearing for you. So it's like, how do I navigate back to my inner calm? How do I find a clear sense of direction when things are so up in the air? You could have found yourself in a weird spot with a romantic partner or maybe a friend or whoever, and you want that clarity to know, is this relationship going to continue? Or the World card, is this relationship going to end? Should I prioritize fighting for this person? Should I let them go? You wish you had the clarity. And I want to mention, by the way, anything that ever shows up in my challenge position in my tarot readings always means that it's a challenge you'll overcome. So even though this might be a very frightening experience, this shall pass, is what I want to note here for you, Capricorn. All right, let's see how this plays out for the rest of the week. How is this going to pan out and play out throughout the rest of the week here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week of the 20th. How is everything else panning out? First card is going to be the Emperor. Next card here is going to be the Nine of Cups. We also have here the Justice card. And then lastly, we have here the Queen of Cups showing up as well. In regards to how it's going to pan out, Emperor card coming into play here for you. That is typically the card here of maintaining being in your power. It's about recognizing that we have a certain level of control in life, but we don't have control over everything. I think what will happen for you this week is you'll come to the conclusion of like, okay, this situation isn't really in my power. The ball's kind of in somebody else's court. I can focus on what I can control and change, but for whatever kind of changes I can't do, whatever changes are out of reach from my ability to control it, I need to let that simply be. So I feel like you're tapping more into being this week, which I think is a very powerful and impactful thing to be doing here. 9 of Cups, I want to focus on what's going to make me happy and make me fulfilled. So I think you're trying not to sweat what it is you can't control this week. You know, for example, whatever kind of change is happening that isn't really giving you much insight to the security of your future. Hey, I can't change this. I kind of have to let it play out and play it by ear and see where things go. It's not necessarily in my power where the direction of the scenario goes. So instead of freaking out, getting really worked up about this, let me focus on what I can control. Let me focus on what I can do that'll bring me joy and positivity. Remember, where your attention goes is where energy flows. So you're putting your attentiveness right now on the good stuff in life this week. I see here with a Justice card showing up too. This is going to balance you out amazingly. So Capricorn, I really like that you're doing this. It's like, let me take the attention off of what I cannot control. Let me be accepting of, I need to play it by ear. However it pans out, it pans out. I can't sit here and freak out about this. It's not beneficial to me. It's not beneficial to the situation. So Justice card, you feel a heck of a lot more balanced. And with the Queen of Cups showing up here, sure, you can have a bit of an emotional time here this week, but at the same time, you're doing what you can to maintain your composure and to keep yourself as collected as possible as you kind of eagerly await where things are going to go right now. And as I previously stated, whether this is about a romantic relationship, friendship, family matters, if you're in an awkward spot with a family member, could even be about career. Maybe it's like, I kind of don't know where I stand in my career as something might have come up or happened. So you're in that phase where you feel like you're kind of just floating and seeing what'll come of everything as time will tell, okay? Now, moving on forward out of your main situation, because this was the main situation we have here for the week, I'm going to go over your career, your personal life, and your love life, and we'll see what information shows up there for those areas of life as well. Now, getting into career for Capricorn, what's going to be going on there for Cappy in career regarding the week of the 20th? What do we have showing up for you? We have a star card coming in. We also have here a 9 of Pentacles. Actually, this is good news for the career. I think that if you have been working incredibly hard, building your confidence, I definitely feel, by the way, 9 of Pentacles is financial stability. It actually can be the card of financial freedom. Some of you could be finding financial freedom through your career this week. Maybe you've hit a new kind of point in your finances where you're so incredibly comfortable and you're like, man, this is what I've dreamed of. So I'm incredibly happy for you, Cappies, if that's the case. But we also have here the Devil showing up as well. So I think what's going on here with the Star and the Devil is the Devil could represent the energy of maybe losing the intention, maybe focusing on more of the money than the passion and joy of what you do. And I think you recognized that in the past you might have done that. You know, maybe Capricorn, in the past, all you've really focused on out of your career was the money aspect. And of course, everybody, I think, to a degree wants to make good money. They want to make great money, and money can become some major focus for a good vast majority of people. But I found in my life, when I used to focus on just pursuing money and money only, I would be in a period of time where I was trying to get into jobs that were high paying, but not necessarily scaled to my interest. And, you know, I learned over time, the more that I would do what I disliked just because it cut a paycheck, the more miserable and unhappy I was in my life. And I feel that this week, that's a major focus. It's like, I'm not going to do things anymore for career just to make more money. I need to do what makes me happy. I need to do what I feel my soul aligns with here with the Star card. I need to do what I feel confident in, because no matter what, if you're doing something you love, you're going to shine, right? People can see when you're ecstatic and passionate about something. You actually get more of people's attentiveness when they see that you love what it is you do. Sorry for smacking the crap out of my microphone, but yeah, they will see that you love what you do, and that'll bring in so much more attraction. So for your week here, Cappies, I think one of the biggest changes is letting go of that idea, letting go of the wrong intention. Sure, everybody has the intention to make money, but if we're only looking to make money solely, instead of doing something we love, we may not have that much success. But if we actually do something we love and let money be the byproduct of adding value to other people's lives and adding value in the kind of career that we have, money will be the byproduct instead of the intention. If we have an intention to do what we love, we will get that byproduct of a great financial situation. So I think you're seeing changes there, and it looks really, really wonderful and impactful here this week too. Now, having a look into love, let's have a look here at single Cappies first. What's going on here for single Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming on in here to the week of the 20th through the 26th. What do we have here for you singles? Now, we have a 7 of Wands coming out here to start. For the following card, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And lastly, we have here the Empress coming out as well. I feel like if you're a single Capricorn this week, you are probably more focused on your own internalized growth rather than love. I think the 7 of Pents is representing that you have people who are trying to invest in you, but I don't think you're being open to options and opportunities at this time. I think you're doing what you can to remain single. Because right now, throughout you being single, you are being a work in progress. You are really focusing on building yourself to the best of your ability to be living your best life. So if anything, I would say this week, single Capricorns are remaining single by choice. I don't think that you are intending on taking up any of these people investing in you. I also think, though, to the same degree, the people that are trying to invest in you might not be people who you feel resonate with you. You may not feel invested in them. And it's important to make sure that you are investing in a person you want to be investing in and not just jumping yourself into a connection just for connection's sake. So you are definitely going to be super picky and choosy when it comes to love, but at the same time, you're not even looking at that right now. I don't feel like you're looking for love overall. I think it would be different if something or someone perfect comes along and you know that you just have to connect with them and see where things go. But right now, it's not the intent. I think the intent here is bringing as much love as you can to your personal life and to your personal self and doing what you can here to start walking and setting a foot on a path that's going to help you and aid you to live your best life. So Cappies, I think that that's where you're at for my single peeps. Now, jumping into my committed peeps, let's see what's going on here for Capricorns and relationships. What's up with you guys this week? What do we have here for the Capricorns and relationships coming into the week here of the 20th? First card out is the 5 of Wands. We follow up that 5 of Wands, though, with the Sun, which is great. We also have here the Hangman, and we have here the Wheel of Fortune. I think that for Capricorns that are in relationships, you're kind of finding yourself in a state with your partner where this feels a little repetitive, I think, a little like it's been like a repetitive cycle where you and your partner will be happy, and then you'll kind of be maybe bashing a little bit, clashing and bashing, then you're happy again, and then there's nitpicking. It's like, it feels like it's on and off of like good vibes and then rough vibes between the two of you. And the Hangman this week, I think for you Capricorn, is like, well, I just feel stuck because I'm trying to create more consistency with me and my partner being happy with each other. I'm trying to create more consistency with us not having such a negative time, but having a positive time as much as we can. And I think that you're recognizing change has to be implemented because what we're doing here isn't working. Now, this isn't representative of a breakup or anything of that nature, Capricorn, so I want to point that out real quick. It's not representative of that, but it's representative of relationships sometimes can have tough times. And when you love somebody and they love you, you both have to put forth both the same effort in order to make changes and to accommodate for each other and to do what's going to be the best for the relationship. And I think that with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here, that's kind of where you're at, Capricorn. It's like, okay, I'm going to sit down with my partner and I'm going to talk and explain how I'm not particularly happy with the way that things have been going, but I got to focus over here on doing what I can to transform and transcend things into a much more positive manner. Now, Capricorn, give me 1 second or so. I did hear my doorbell ring, and then we'll go ahead and pick up this reading in just a moment. Sorry about that. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, Capricorn, but nonetheless, as I was previously stating here with the Wheel of Fortune, you and your partner want to settle down, talk about how are we going to change things, because inevitably, it does take two to tango. So both of you have to really put yourselves together and figure out how are we going to eliminate the inconsistency in our relationship and how are we going to build proper consistency so that we're naturally tending to look at good vibes here all around. Okay, now moving forward, let's hop on in and see what's going on with you guys personally. Jumping into the week here, give me 1 sec. We had a random 7 of Cups come out, but I am going to flip it back over. Either way though, what are we taking a look at here in terms of Capricorns on a bit more of a personal level coming on into the week here of the 20th? What do we got showing up here for you? First card coming out is going to be the 4 of Swords. The following is going to be the 2 of Pentacles. And lastly, we have here an 8 of Cups coming out to play here for you too. I would say here on a bit of a personal level, Capricorn, you're definitely starting to note that you feel like things are kind of a bit up and down with the Two of Pens. I believe I mentioned to you in the main situation that there's some sort of change coming in for you, that you don't really know what's going to happen as things are changing. You don't really have much of a clear sight of the foreseeable future. And that's worrisome, that's scary. But I think that right now, instead of battling with the inconsistent energies and the up and down moments and trying to make everything perfected, I think that this is a time where it's like, I need to go with the flow, Four of Swords. I need to maybe step away from the power of needing things to work out how I want them to work out, but instead maybe see what the universe has in store. You know, me personally, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So whatever changes come in, or even when times seem very dull and they don't seem the best, I always tend to believe that the best is yet to come. And the universe has shown me that in my life tons of times, that even when I thought something was horrible and crazy at one point in my life, you know, months later or a year later, I saw why that was so necessary to make all the crazy changes, amazing changes that have come into my life afterwards. So things can be a blessing in disguise, you know, more often than not. And I think that in your situation here, Capricorn, whatever change here you can't see coming, and you're not sure what the future is going to be, I still feel like it is a blessing in disguise at the end of the day. So it's about letting go, I guess, of things needing to be in a certain structure, be exactly how you wanted them to play out. And it's about embracing, hey, however it pans out and plays out, it is what it is. So Eight of Cups, you're walking away here from that sense of control. You're allowing yourself here to let go. Okay. And I think that that's going to work definitely the best here to your benefit. Now, having a look at the overall outcome, let's see what's up here, Cappy. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming on into the week of the 20th. What do we have here as the overall outcome? And what do we got? The Two of Cups. I like this, Capricorn, okay? You're finding a way to connect with yourself again, but I also feel here too, like this is an energy of like the trust in the universe, you know, connecting to the universe, putting your faith back into the fact that everything will be okay. I'm willing here to trust the process. I think one of the major things you're going to see here coming at the end of this week is how you have gone from feeling very worried and unsecure to finding the security and trusting the process and having faith in the universe that things are going to work out the way that they're intended to. Things are going to work out exactly how they need to. So you go from that space of feeling really anxious, really, really worried, to actually finding security in the fact that I can trust the process and know that it will all work out for me at the end of the day. So Cappies, I like that a lot for you guys. I know moments like these can suck. I'm not a big fan of uncertainty myself. I know that it can suck, and I know it could be worrisome, but I really got a good feeling here about whatever changes are coming your way. Remind yourself that even if they may seem not so positive at first, blessings in disguise exist literally everywhere in our day-to-day lives. So try to ride out this energy as long as you can. But how, you know, kind of hold on to that feeling that there's got to be something coming from this that's going to be impactful and amazing, okay? Because I really feel like there will be, Capricorn. All right, though, Cappy, with that all being said, guys, thank you for coming out here to your weekly tarot reading for the week of November 20th through the 26th. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, definitely hit that like button on the channel. Really would appreciate it. Definitely drop a like in the vid. Of course, for those of you that are new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website. First link in the description below. I'll be happy to book you over there. But Capricorns, do enjoy your week, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.